I read Far Cry Absolution by Urban Wait. Now, I'm just going to go over some things. When I was reading Drive at the end of February, I caught a cold, and for a week I didn't read. And I was like, well, I don't want to just outright skip out a week of reading. So what I'll do is I'll write this document, and I'll just put down like the dates. So say it started on the 28th of February, and I went from the 28th to the 5th or the 4th, whatever. Um, and I just tried to keep up by doing two a day, but there are times where I forgot or couldn't be bothered or whatever, and so I finished Drive a couple of days late. I didn't put that in the review. I forgot to put that in the review, but it happened again at the end of April. Actually, the day I posted this, 28th of April, is when I got another cold. Like, if you look at my review for the Caesar Planet of the Apes trilogy, because it was around that time I got it. So I missed out on like not more than a week. Like from the 28th to the 17th. Like 20th of April to the 17th of May, no reading. We'll start again on the 17th. But very long time. So this review is very late. I was supposed to do it on the 22nd of April. Like doing 5 pages a day. I would finish it on the 22nd of April. And we're on the 19th of May now. Anyway, as for the book itself, even if you're not a fan of Far Cry or Far Cry 5, or just games in general, I would recommend giving it a try because there's not really a lot that requires any sort of context that is given in the game. So people who don't really know it can read it without needing to do any sort of further research or anything like that. I find it a bit weird that they focus more on John than Joseph, but I feel like that's just so that they can. Right. I'm pretty sure this book came out a couple of months before the game came out. So I think what they were trying to do was just, you know, sort of keep the focus off of Joseph until actually, the game comes out. Just sort of building up hype towards him, I guess. And even though I'm reading this long after I beat Far Cry 5, it's still fine. Also, just for clarification, I outright fucking hate Far Cry 5. Like, don't get me wrong, great villains, all that. That's all it really has for itself. It is the worst Far Cry, like, of all the ones I've played. So, everything from 3 upwards, 3, 4, Primal, 5, New Dawn, and 6. 5 is the worst. I'm not going to get into more detail about it because, I'm trying to talk about the book, not the game. And I know that there will be people, like, basically everyone, getting pissed off at that. But, this is a video on the book, not the game. Excuse my stomach. So, the fact that they decided to get this absolutely minor character from the game who doesn't really. She doesn't do much in the game. She's just like a random character. I don't even think she gives you any missions or anything like that. And it worked out quite well, and they didn't sort of fuck up anything because this takes place before the game, and nothing happens in the book that doesn't make sense in the context of the game, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, say there's a character who, like, they don't kill off Mary May, like, because she is alive in the game, but, and they don't kill John or anything like that. I know that's something they wouldn't do, but I'm just saying something like that. I haven't had breakfast, that's what it is. I was kind of thinking that they might do that because I don't know, like, how much urban weight got to actually see of the game. I get that, like, people join the cult mostly because of, like, hypnosis and stuff like that, but the reason that Drew gives towards the end as to why he did all this is just dumb. Like, it feels a bit cartoony. It's the kind of thing you would I'm pretty sure that's actually the like motivation behind the villain for Meet the Robinsons. I haven't seen this film in years. Hold on, let me look this up. Okay, I just looked it up. That film's a lot better than I thought. Like, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I'm surprised that it's actually, like, good. Anyway, but it's just very childish because he's like, oh, our parents treated you better because you got the bar and all that. It's like, well, did you want the bar? No. Well, I did, so what? I feel like there's other things that, like, not kid stuff because it is very, I feel like it's very common kid stuff, but I feel like there is, like, something more mature that is like that, but I just can't think of what it is. Maybe I'm thinking of Guy Gardner, but anyway. Other than that, its ending was a little disappointing, but I mean, given the material, there wasn't really much that they could do to make it better. So it's forgivable in that aspect.